Here's Kim and Hilliard. Kim, hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm calling, Joel, to talk about the unfortunate reality of gifted education. I'll tell you what, education, we all know it's a big buzz, has been for years, and Governor Kasich has said to the local school districts this year, you know what, hey, guys, you are supposed to be running the schools and educating kids. I'm supposed to be fixing the state. I don't think I should be telling you how to spend your money. And so instead of money for this and that and this and that, which you have to spend that way, I'm going to give you one big check, and you're going to have to spend it wisely. I don't have as much money as I used to, so you're going to have to be really clever with it. You know, this all sounds pretty reasonable, but then the woe is me school districts, they go and tell the public that, hey, it's not our fault that we're discontinuing all these programs because the governor decided to eliminate funding for the specific education programs, and so, you know, what are we to do? We're just following instructions. Gifted education, that's a hot button right now. Districts statewide, Hilliard being one of them. Hilliard was one of the districts last year, excellent with distinction, has fantastic programs. Hilliard has proclaimed that they're just simply not going to have any gifted education programs anymore. Sorry, guys, it's optional, and the state decided that it wasn't worth it. They've defunded, so that's what we're doing. You know, here's the big problem. The problem is this preconception, this mental image that the word gifted brings up presents and Christmas morning, and isn't that fantastic? And these are the smart kids who've got it easy anyway. But to anyone who has had to raise a gifted child, who's had to try to include a gifted child in a classroom, it's got an entirely different picture. I mean, you know, the realities of Albert Einstein and Ansel Adams, these people were not happy people. These were not easy situations. To any parent who's dealing with this right now, it's a painful reality. You know, to the educators, it's tough. Everybody's got their reasons for seeing things the way they do. But you know what, Joe, the elephant in the center of the room here is that these are the kids who either will or will not be tomorrow's leaders. America, particularly Ohio, we are a full generation behind the rest of the world in economic terms. We're not a player anymore because we're not on the same currency. And a lot of that is because manufacturing is no longer a global commodity. Making more widgets doesn't work because people just aren't buying widgets globally. Knowledge is the commodity. Knowledge is the currency. Anyone from Warren Buffett down to the local charter school will tell you that we are in a knowledge-based economy, and the kids with the seriously high intellectual potential, not success net, mind you, the potential, these are our natural resources. These are the scientists, the engineers, the doctors, the business leaders, the job creators, the people on whose backs America will rely or won't exist if we make it another 20 years. So while people are out talking about, well, we have to drill locally for oil, so we're self-sufficient, and we have to take care of this natural resource and that natural resource because it's not going to get itself out of the ground, we're not paying attention to the most obvious, most homegrown, most local resource that we have, and that's these gifted children. Leaving them on their own is disastrous because, let's be honest, I mean, the difference between Marie Curie and Ted Kaczynski is pretty darn slim. One cures cancer, one blows up post offices. Both are exceedingly brilliant, but it's what we're doing as a society. Are we valuing that? Are we investing in it, or are we not? When we make investments, we know we want to make investments into something that's going to grow in the future. And these kids have nothing but upside. And if we don't make the investment, we're not going to see anything. I can't tell you how frightened I am to think of where we're going to be in 20 years if we continue to say, hey, good luck, you kids who could be the next aeronautics engineers, who could be the person who streamlines green manufacturing, who could be this or could be that. But instead, we're just going to keep outsourcing, and we're going to keep relying on the Chinese education system or the Indian education system to bring us our leaders, and we're going to keep following along and putting all of our investment in other areas. I really don't know what to do or how to get the message across to anyone.
I guess all you can do is keep on